Hey, welcome back to the channel. Hopefully you're feeling loved and blessed. As always, bruh, if this content is speaking to you, if you're growing, you're doing different things with your life, man, just like, comment, and subscribe. Let's support each other. Let's grow together. I want every time people click on my videos that they learn something, that they are growing within themselves as well, bruh. So make sure y'all support the channel, man. Let's go ahead and get to the next episode. Yo, what is good, everybody, man? Welcome back to another Kids Room Podcast episode, bruh. Hey, sometimes we want to be in a mansion, right? Or we want to be in an apartment, but God wants to get us to a mansion. Sometimes we are in one spot and we want to get to another spot, but God wants us to give up our belongings at the first one. You don't want to leave the stuff that you started with because you have grown in attachment, you have grown in a relationship, you have grown feelings, you have grown knowledge or wisdom over that. And because you earned it, you feel like it belongs with you every step of the way. But sometimes we do not realize, right? A relationship, a job, a friendship, it could be falling apart, right? It doesn't have to always be falling apart, but God is actually pruning. He is taking away. So whenever you are being taken away, when something is being sacrificed, when something is being at a loss, just know it's for greater reasons, right? God removes what he needs to make room for what you and I really need. So how are we doing that, right? So in John chapter 15, verse 2, it goes on to say, he cuts off every branch in me that bears no fruit, while every branch that does bear fruit, he prunes so that it will be even more fruitful, right? That's Jesus talking in the Gospels, right? So he's saying that God is going to prune something inside of you. Take away things inside of you that is stopping you from what is actually causing you to have more fruit. What is stopping from you getting a better job. That is stopping you from having a better relationship. That is stopping you from being in a better living situation, right? Being in a better financial situation, being in a better mental state, right? Feeling better about yourself. God is looking where, right? Cuts off every branch in me. Inside is not always things that we are carrying, literal luggage, a backpack, a bag, a broken down relationship. It's not even those type of things. It's actually things that are inside of you, your bad habits, right? Your perversive mind, right? Your tongue that cusses, right? It doesn't speak good on things. It speaks foolishly, right? Your decision making is lousy, something like that. Like things that you are struggling with. Your money handling is garbage, right? So things that aren't helping you be fruitful, God wants to take those things away because all it is helping you. Or that's all it is helping you stop your purpose. Stop from where you're trying to go. Slow you down, right? Because the enemy doesn't get you to think that he is actually against you. What he does is have you think to yourself that this thing is good. This is what I'm used to. This is what I'm comfortable with. And when it's time to change, we believe that God is taking it away when actually he's helping us. So what God is doing, he removes what you're attached to, not to hurt you, but to grow you, right? That's environments, comfort zones, habits, opportunities, relationships, people. So just to get you to where he wants you to go, where he's taking you. Because pruning feels like loss, but it's actually protection. You didn't lose things, right? God might have seen it as danger. God's seen things ahead of you. You do not know because you're not aware. You're not God. You don't see ahead. So what God is doing is because he's limiting you now. So then later you can be fulfilled. Later you can be unlimited. Later you can be more fruitful. Because growth requires subtraction. Not everything you get or gain is actually something that you're going to bring into the next relationship, bring into the next lesson, bring into the next opportunity. Sometimes you just had to go through those things to build that muscle, right? And then once you built that muscle, it was something better that God had for you. So God has to cut some things away and lessen some things in order to actually replenish them later on in a greater 10x amount, right? So what God removes is always replaced with something greater. So better strength, better relationships, better opportunities, better alignment, right? Better alignment is very important in life. Where you're going, you need to be aligned. You cannot be in one lane and thinking that you're gonna jump into the other lane. You're gonna merge into a different lane, right? When it comes to life, no. If you're gonna stay in one lane, you're probably gonna stick in that one lane until you realize you need to get into the other lane. You're not gonna just make a sharp decision to go into that lane and continue to move forward. It's gonna take time. So let God prune you. Let God take things away. Let God lessen things. But in your eyes, do not see it as weakness. See it as strength, strengthening. So now you can focus on other things that you probably need to be focusing on, where God wants to lead you, where God wants to get you, where God wants to put you and place you and move you forward in that lane rather than a different lane that's actually going to hurt you more than it is going to help you. So you may not understand why God is removing things from your life, but trust He took it away for a better reason, right? God never cuts off things without a purpose. So don't fight what God is pruning, taking away from you. He's not taking things from you. He's preparing something for you. So be mindful of that, man. God removed it for a reason, and God has you here for a reason. There's a bigger purpose, bigger mission, and bigger realization, bigger revelation than what you're seeing now. Just believe it enough until you see it. I appreciate y'all for tapping in with me, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, and I'm going to catch y'all on the next one.